Hello, I'm Kate Eden, and this is Laurel Eden from Eden Consultancy Services. We're doing a series of short videos to provide people with some tools and techniques for psychological resilience and well-being, particularly at this time of coronavirus. And we were talking about being locked up with your loved ones and starting to go crazy and being frustrated. And we were just talking about emotions and how they're valid, but some of them aren't actually useful. Tell me a bit more about that, Laurel.
Well, I have the theory that all emotions except three have got some usefulness. So anger, useful things can come out of anger. Fear, useful things can come out of fear. But there's three emotions that are suspect, and they're jealousy, resentment, and guilt. Now, I'd be interested whether you can come up with anything useful that. I can come up with a bit of usefulness for guilt. I think if you steal something from Woolworths and you get to the car and then take it straight back, that amount of guilt is probably quite useful. If you sit with that thing for 6 months and are guilty, it's not really going to be worth it. By the time you take it back, it's affected your life in ways that are not useful. So
I think the thing with guilt is that sometimes it is trying to tell you that something's wrong, but I do love one of your sayings, which is, I don't do guilt, I do intelligent regret. There's no point in staying in the guilty state. You've actually got to do something about it. You've got to apologize. You've got to take the thing back, or you've got to make a promise to yourself never to do it again. Now, jealousy and resentment. I can see that resentment might be indicating that there's something wrong, but again, there's no point in just sitting in resentment for ages. It's just going to suck your energy away. You need to actually go, well, is there something wrong with the situation?
Yeah, and the other side of that is there's no free lunch. I kind of always think of it as a tall glass. That's your emotional quota. That's your emotional energy. If you're using a quarter of the glass on resentment and guilt and jealousy, you've only got 3/4 of your emotional energy to drive the rest of your life. So there really is no free lunch. There's a limited amount of emotional energy you've got. And a lot of people are using half their energy on really non-productive emotions. So the intelligent regret also too, there's some things you can do nothing about. So intelligent regret means a pity about that, pity about that, pity about that,
And guilt, resentment and jealousy often go hand in hand, don't they? One leads to the other. So it's a kind of a perpetuating cycle.
Bedfellows.
Then you're feeling jealous and you're feeling resentful that you're feeling jealous, and you're feeling guilty that you're feeling jealous. And it's just...
They're bedfellows.
So they're a misuse of the imagination, a misuse of your energy, and they're only useful to indicate exactly what's wrong, and then stop feeling them and go ahead and do something about them.